Hello, welcome. In this lesson, we will discuss about test automation and Selenium. What is test automation and why we need? Again, what is Selenium and why we need for test automation? Let us go with Wikipedia definition for test automation. In software testing, test automation is the use of special software to control the execution of tests and comparison of actual outcomes with predicted outcomes. When we say special software, basically it means a software which is independent of the actual application. Say, we are building a portal for travel reservation like Expedia.com, Travelocity, as such. Let us stick to Expedia.com. So this Expedia.com is developed in Java and AngularJS in the front end and using Oracle database in the back end. So a different level of technology stack is used. But test automation is independent of it. The stack used by test automation can be different. That special software can be a programming language like Java combined with Selenium and using continuous integration process of Jenkins. So we are having a separate set of software components and frameworks to test the application itself. Let us see in a picture. So think of Expedia.com is developed using this following technology stack. So Oracle database, Hibernate, Java, AngularJS, and HTML5. So that's the application which we use to access and make reservations on the web. If I want to test this application, to test how it is working and if there are any problems with the application, you have a choice to do it manually. Simply write your test cases and go through the test cases and execute them. When I say execute, simply manually test it. So as an user, make a reservation, update a reservation, and delete a reservation. A typical operations, CRUD operations, create, update, and delete operations. And if we want to automate the process, the test development should happen. This is almost like a parallel development of tests, which is entirely focused on testing the application. So instead of manually doing it, we will write tests in Java and Selenium and using a BDD tool, which may be required or may not be required. It's again a decision that needs to be taken based upon time, resources, and necessity, all these factors. So here, the test development stack is Java, Selenium, and Cucumber. And the application development stack is Oracle, Hibernate, Java, AngularJS, and HTML5. So these are the two separate stacks we have, and they will be developed independently. One is taken care by the test automation developers, and application development is taken care by the application developers. So this is the special software we're talking about in our earlier definition. And the actual software is this which we are using to develop the application. With this understanding, let us go through the definition one more time. In software testing, test automation is the use of special software separate from the software being tested to control the execution of tests and comparison of actual outcome with predicted outcomes. So, hope this is clear. This special software is owned by test developers, and this software stack is used by application developers to develop a application. So think of like Expedia.com. So why we need automated testing? Automated testing helps us in many ways. It helps us in saving the time and money. Money may be a little bit debatable, because if you want to hire automation test developers, it will cost more money, and at the same time, automation test development initially will take more time to develop. So keep the money part aside. Definitely automated tests will help us in saving the time. Apart from initial cost of the development, on regular basis, if your product is released to the customers on a regular basis, you want to run this automated test. If you want to run it manually, and it is not only time consuming, but also chances of human errors is also there. So automated tests will take care of repeating the tests any number of times before you release the product, and increases your test coverage. So if you are doing manually, the coverage you can do before the release, especially if you have very short length of time to test, the coverage will be affected. Test automation, the test can run 24/7 anytime you want. You kick off the test and go home, and the test results you can check in the morning. And at the same time, we have to be aware of the fact there is no complete elimination of manual testing. So you will focus more on the user experience side of the manual testing. You will be focusing more on immediate features which are not automated still, right? There's a brand new feature which is not still part of automated testing. So that still needs to be tested manually. So a test developer's responsibility will be between manual testing and automation, while you will be spending more time on the automation side. And testing improves accuracy. Yes, definitely, because it reduces the human errors. If you want to test the same set of application features again and again with multiple sets of data, then there are chances of doing or getting into human errors. If you want to test the Expedia.com with multiple source and destination locations, the possibilities are unlimited, right? Virtually, you can test with ton of source locations and destination locations, which manually it is not at all interesting, first of all, and second, there are chances for doing errors by missing couple of sources and couple of destinations. So that accuracy level is more when you automate it. And there are certain things we can only do by automation. The one example I was talking, which is testing the application with multiple sets of data, then which is manually very tedious and sometimes it's not possible to do. Let us say if you need to test the application feature with 300 sets of data, that alone might take a couple of days to complete it. If you automate the process, it can be like anywhere between 8 to 10 hours to complete the tests. So definitely there are very good advantages. That's why the companies are moving towards test automation and including the test automation as part of CI/CD process. We'll talk about the CI/CD at a later point, which is continuous integration and continuous delivery. But test automation itself, a big value for the companies which do frequent product releases.